was thinking about how mentality comes into stages. And the big question is, can we change a bad person to become a good person? Because we know something called potential. We know that united together that we are stronger. But a big question is, can we convert someone bad to become someone good? So mentality stages happens with transitions and conversions. That's a big strategy of helping someone to become better. Instead of just expecting them to change immediately, we have to find ways to sort of transition them. And so, in an example, when I was born again from sin, I just jumped to being born again altogether. But that takes a lot of strength, that takes a lot of willingfulness. And some people need conversions. And sometimes it's a slow conversion, sometimes it is something that happens fast for some. Everyone is different. So a part of converting someone to do better, we'll give an example. So say that there was someone that was lustful in their mind and they were thinking lustfully. So if I wanted them to think in appropriate manners and to be appropriate about things, I would help them transition to a doctrine perspective. The reason why, and biology, understanding biology, because that would help them understand germs, that would help them understand diseases, that would help them to understand the risk of things, but yet also to help them understand the doctrine perspective that you can have to respect the body and appreciate the body in ways that are not lustful and not inappropriate, but yet in ways that are more appropriate and mature. So doctrine is like in an example. If a doctor says, I want to examine you, do you find that in any kind of inappropriate ways? No, because you know that a doctor thinks like a doctor. He thinks like, I'm going to see if you have any medical problems. I'm going to help you to recover. That's what you think of when you think of a doctor. But if anyone just that was not a doctor that said, I want to examine you, you would think, I do not know how you are thinking. But that is the point. Being a doctor is not just a certificate. Being a doctor is a way of thinking. Thus, we can help people to think like a doctor in a way. And if there was someone lustful that I wanted to transition to be appropriate, I would go towards the doctrine perspective. Yet that is just an example of how to convert someone bad to be good. And there's so many examples that we can utilize. In an example, someone that was very wrongfully influenced in things such as some kind of substance abuse or something like that. So transitioning them would be showing them the scientific proof that it causes harm and not coming at them in confliction. Because the moment that you try to conflict someone, they will take it like you are conflicting upon me and they try to strive away from that. So to convert someone from being bad to becoming good is to not conflict upon them, but to help them transition. And that is majorly possible, but there's many different strategies. So in this example, if you do not conflict upon them and you teach them and show them, show them the scientific proof, but be their friend about it. Because if you're just going to be like the enemy to them, quote, quote, they're not going to transition the best ways. So it's important to stick to befriending in a way, but not to where you're bringing those bad things in your life, but more of if you know someone or if you're trying to transition someone and you sort of specialize in that field, a lot of training to do so does not teach you how to really transition them. And so we'll get off of this episode, but this is the episode about how can we transition and convert someone from being bad to becoming good. And just a few examples was given, but praying for everyone to stay healthy, invest wisely, and also parenting strategies comes with that as well.